Welcome back to Caesars Windsor. All right, guys, we are back at Caesars Windsor. We haven't been here for a few months. We thought, let's take a little cheeky weekend getaway. Just drove here from Toronto. Took us about 3 hours and 40 minutes or so. We did stop along the way at one of those truck stops and got something quick to eat, but made some pretty good time. We are actually in the Augustus Tower, so there are 2 towers here if you've been following the channel. I'm gonna make this really quick for those of you who have seen some of my other videos here before. Those of you who haven't, there are 2 towers here. There's the Forum Tower, which is the other tower. That's a 19, I believe, adults only. I'm not sure of the age if it's 18 or 19. Adults only though. That's where the pool is located though as well. And we are in the Augustus Tower, which is sort of like your all ages. I know in my last video I mixed those 2 up, and you guys checked me in the comments, so I appreciate you guys for keeping me honest. So yeah, no hate there, but yeah, thank you for clearing that up because I did make a boo-boo. Gonna really power through this room tour because this is gonna be kind of like a weekend getaway, what you can get up to at Caesars Windsor when there's no shows or anything going on. And yeah, we are here for a special reason, which we'll get into later, but let's do a really quick room tour. As you first walk in here, you've got a nice little ledge here that you can, a little mirror here that you can kind of check yourself before you go out. No full length here, but there is one in the bathroom. I will show you the bathroom. So we are in a king room. So in this particular room, you do have the bathtub, you do have the shower, you do have, your pretty spacious, nice vanity there. So it's pretty decent, very, I mean, it's luxurious enough, all tiled and everything. You have your communal stuff in there as well, so you can't really take any stuff home if you do like it. There's a couple things like your moisturizer and your hand soap and stuff like that, but otherwise, this is just very basic. There are some rooms here that do have the jetted tubs. I think that's actually in the other tower though, so we kind of ummed and awed about that one, but we ended up just sticking with this one. So yeah, very quick and dirty, just, very nice, clean, tidy bathroom. You do have your closet here, which has your safe as well. So kind of a smaller closet, but again, very basic. You got your safe in there. So if you are worried about, your belongings, I always recommend keeping anything of value in there, even like your iPads, watches, jewelry. Again, not saying anybody's gonna steal, but just better you keep it in there. You also do have your ironing board, stuff like that. So again, your basic stuff. There is some storage as well here, some drawers if you wanna throw some stuff in there. Kudos to Caesars for including the water bottles. Now, I remember one time we came here and they actually tried to charge, well, they didn't try to charge us, but there was a little tent card there that said that there was something silly like $5 a bottle, $3 a bottle, something like that. So I appreciate them just throwing these in the room. Just, yeah, any traveler loves to get into a hotel room with some free water. If you've been on the road, you've been on a plane, anything like that, just keep the water in the room. Make sure it's free. And just your little bench here, just want to take your shoes off, get changed, leave your stuff there. Mirror, no full length here, as I said, but there is one in the bathroom. It's very dark in here, so I do apologize. You're kind of just getting a very quick and dirty because I'm pretty sure we've showed you, if not this exact same room on like a lower floor. We are in the 19th floor, I believe, in room 68, 57. We are on the 19th floor. In room 67. So this, as I said, this is a king room. So, it is rather spacious, and as much as I don't love carpet in a room, it's pretty nicely laid out, everything. I do like the rooms in here. I will take you over to the view just quickly as well. So just so we can quickly talk about that. If you are staying here, I would strongly recommend you get a view of the Detroit River. It's beautiful at night. All the, buildings are lit up. You can see like the Detroit skyline, everything. It's just a nice view. If you are here in the summertime or, when the season is right, I would strongly recommend you take a river cruise as well along that little area. It's really cool, really nice just vibe. And I think typically runs weekends. I did make a video about that. So if you want to check that out, I have, we'll leave that link below somewhere if you want to sort of get an idea of what that's all about. And as I said, other stuff that here is just very basic, your coffee machine, your mini fridge, stuff like that. So, I mean, you've got pretty much everything you need. It's a very decent room. The reason why we're here. So we actually are going to be getting, or at least trying to get our Nexus cards tomorrow. Hopefully we have an appointment over on the other side of the Ambassador Bridge. And yeah, so that's gonna be about 1:30 in the afternoon. So we thought, let's stay here for the weekend. That way we can get up, be refreshed, head over there. So crossing our fingers that we will actually get that approved. Actually coming here at a funny time as well. It was just announced that this hotel is gonna still be operated by Caesars. I know that there was some rumors that going around that it was possibly gonna be taken over by Bally's and I think some of the other casinos in like Niagara Falls and like that. So coming at the time that this has just been announced that this is going to still be a Caesars property. So we're all very happy to hear that, especially us. We like to come here. We are Diamond members at Caesars, so that's good to hear. Another thing I will mention as well is if you are Diamond, there is a separate parking lot area for you to park, but you also get free valet parking. I mean, obviously you want to give them a tip, but just keep that in mind. Totally free. Good to know. Anyway, we just got here. As I said, super quick and dirty room tour. Not dirty. Super quick room tour. I think we're gonna go downstairs and play a little bit, see if we can win some of that gas money we just spent driving over here. Let's see you in the casino. So before we do go downstairs and gamble, I do want to mention one thing really quickly that I just thought of. There is a good reason why we also want to do the room tour tonight as soon as we got here. I know it's a little bit dark and you probably can't see too well, so I do apologize for that. But unfortunately with Caesars property, at least for this Caesars property, they do not do any housekeeping unless you request it, but you can only request it if you're staying for a minimum of 3 nights. So we are here for 2 nights, which means they will not be making up this room, even if we ask them to. They'll bring us sheets or towels or things like that you might need. Otherwise, they're not bringing anything, so just keep that in mind. So that's why you're getting a sort of darker room tour, unfortunately, so I do apologize for that. But anyway, that being said, let's go to the casino where it's going to be a little bit brighter. All right, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I've been to a lot of casinos and this casino is tight. Like nothing, not a single bonus, not a single win on any machine. I've been playing for like a good hour or so on various machines and nothing. It's very shocking, but we'll see. I don't want to, we'll see. But I'm surprised how bad it's been. Really bad. So I would like to mention Tim Hortons is now apparently open 24/7. So it's down there on the lower level. And I got this little red pepper thing. I got a brownie as well, but yeah, 24/7 open. Just keep that in mind. One's cheap, relatively inexpensive. This was like brownie, and this thing here was like less than $10 or around $10. I don't remember, but reasonable. Good morning, campers. So slept pretty okay for the most part. We'll say it was our own fault. There was some light coming through the curtains that we just probably didn't close properly, but otherwise slept pretty well. I have to say I was disappointed in the casino last night. Come to think of it, I was actually thinking back. I don't think we've ever really done that great here, to be honest with you. I was trying to think back. I'm like, have I ever really had any wins or big hits or anything like that? We played various machines. We played like Huff and Puff, Little Shop of Horrors, the cows like Moolah, the buffaloes, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Just basically nothing seemed to hit. So we were kind of bummed, kind of disappointed, but oh well, we will try again tonight. I will say Cody did get a hit right at the end before we were kind of going to bed. We were playing that Heidi game that we like, and he did get a win on that towards the end. But even that, he had a screen full of Hans, and it was only $75. I was surprised at that. I thought it was going to be a much bigger win, but anyway. We are going to get some breakfast shortly. I'm just getting myself together. Yeah, so in terms of breakfast places, there's 3 options here. So if you want a quick grab and go places, a Tim Hortons downstairs. It's sort of like, to my American friends, kind of like Dunkin' Donuts. You just kind of get like coffees, breakfast sandwiches, donuts, things like that. There's also Johnny Rockets here. So if you're into like more like the diner, sort of 50s style diner type food, that is also down there. And there's also Café 377. That's a place where you can get breakfast plates. You can also get like just baked goods. It's more, I guess, like an elevated breakfast place than like a Tim Hortons or Johnny Rockets would be. Cody likes that place. For me, it's not that exciting, but he likes it. So we'll probably end up down there. Maybe Tim Hortons, one of those places. I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, we are going to be heading over to the Detroit border, the Ambassador Bridge there. We are going to be trying to get our Nexus today. So cross your fingers for us. Hopefully that all works out. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish getting myself ready, and we will see you at breakfast. All right, so Cody won. We ended up at Café 377. I got like a Western. No, I got a vegetarian omelet. He got basically everything on the menu. They will give you that little buzzer, so if when your order is ready, you go pick it up. I will say as well, if you want to save yourself a few bucks, there is the free coffee over at the beverage stations. What I found funny today, though, is we saw there was the coffee's terrible. There was the place where you go if you have like gambling problems or whatever. They have like a Van Hoot coffee machine there, I think, and like there was a huge line of people there, so that must be where the good coffee is. Alrighty kids, we just got back to the room, had some breakfast over Café 377. Really cool, bumped into somebody who follows the channel. His handle is Cooper Cooper. So he plays poker, so he was playing here. Hopefully you win lots of money, Cooper. Yeah, it was cool. He took a picture, we chatted for a bit. He was a really cool guy. So yeah, if you guys ever do see me out and about, do not be shy, be sure to say hello. It's always cool to meet people who, you know, check out the channel, and if I've helped you, that's always awesome to hear as well. Yeah, had breakfast at Café 377. It was all right. Like, I think I paid, what was my omelet? I think in the end it was around 20 bucks or so. Like I said, I will, you know, recommend get free coffee from some of the other places, unless you really are a coffee enthusiast who really likes to have, you know, their good coffee, because those coffee machines are not the best. Played a little bit of Huff and Puff again. It was a little bit better. I actually had some like bonuses and stuff this time. It was a little more fun, but still took all my money. I think Cody won a little bit, so it wasn't too bad for him. There's a little store actually by the one entrance that has like a few things in there. We checked that out. There's nothing that we particularly needed, but it's good to know that it's there if you have any essentials that you maybe forgotten. I will also mention, if you do forget your toothbrush or toothpaste, things like that, you can call down and they will bring you that. Cody forgot his last time and forgot it again this time, and both times they were nice enough to bring him up some mouthwash, some toothbrush and some toothpaste, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, so we are back in the room now. The bridge is looking like it's pretty okay right now, so I think we're gonna head over there shortly to try and get our Nexus. So once again, as I said, please cross your fingers and toes for us that everything goes smoothly, so you know, that way it makes it a little bit easier for us to get in and out of the States. Comment below if you guys have Nexus, you know, what kind of perks you guys like to use it for and everything. Never had one before. We applied a couple years ago and have you know, just basically been waiting to actually do an appointment to do the actual interview. So gonna go over there and do that now. Wish us luck. We'll let you know once we're done. It's just on the other side of the Augustus Bridge, which we can actually see from here, which is kind of cool. Looks nice at nighttime when it's all lit up and everything as well. So yeah, we will check in with you shortly.
Later that day.
Alrighty kids, we've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is my GPS got us completely and terribly lost. The good news is that we did pass our Nexus. It was very, very easy. I will say, if you are planning on getting your Nexus renewed or even just applying for the first time, first of all, careful you don't get scammed like somebody did and spent more by going through some third-party site or something apparently. But also, I will say that the Detroit location is very easy. It was very quick. We were in and out. They were all super friendly and nice people, so that was nice. So appreciate everybody who helped us out with that. But just be careful when you're putting in your GPS. We ended up really in the wrong spot. You're basically underneath the Augustus Bridge. We ended up closer to like the tunnel and in the wrong spot completely. But anyway, passed, made over the border, so all good there. Figured we would do a little bit of shopping. Ended up at like a Winners in, I don't know where exactly we are, but we are back in Windsor now. At a Winners, and it's like a Winners and Superstore combo. It's not that exciting, but if you just, I guess, need a break from the casino for a minute or just a change of scenery, then, you know, it might be worth exploring. There is a mall nearby as well. We went one time when my phone fell and broke, but otherwise it wasn't that thrilling. Yeah, anyway, gonna head back to the casino now, I think, because my AC is off, and so it doesn't make a lot of noise for this video, and I am boiling right now. So gonna head back to the casino, I think, and yeah, we'll see what we get up to at and I think we're gonna probably end up at Spago tonight for dinner, but let's go see if they have any availability. So anyway, see you at the casino. All right, campers, so we just got back not too long ago from Spago. Honestly, out of all the places in here, it's probably your best value. The food there is pretty good, and don't be swayed if you see the prices. I mean, the prices are reasonable, but the portions are very large. Yeah, so we sat at the bar because I always tell you guys to make reservations there because it always is busy, and we never make reservations there. So make a reservation there. We did end up sitting at the bar, so that was fine. And they give you like a nice garlic flatbread, basically, almost like pizza dough, and they flatten it and they put, you know, some garlic on there that's like roast, like confit, so you can spread it. So we had that to start with, which was really good, and that's included, so you don't have to pay for that. Cody got the chicken parm with and that comes with it comes with a salad. So, you know, I said to you guys before, Cody never met a upsell he didn't love, so he ended up upselling his. But yeah, it comes with a salad and a side. So the salad is just a house salad, but Cody did upgrade to a Caesar for an extra couple $, and it comes with either veggies or pasta. Cody also upgraded that to like a angel hair with like a creamy pesto. He was happy with it. He said it was really good. He didn't finish it, and you know, for Cody not to finish this meal, that's rare. So, and that's not a read. That's it is what it is. But he probably ate like half maybe, and brought it all back. Like that's how big the portions are. I got the fritura mista, which is like a mixed deep fried like seafood dish. So there was scallops, calamari, shrimp, and then some kind of like a whitefish in there. Really good. I got that the last time as well, and I remember the portion being rather large, but it was really good. I finished the shrimps, the scallops, the fish, some of the calamari, but I just couldn't finish it. It was just way too much. And last time we actually split an app. This time we didn't even split an app, and I still couldn't finish it. So that was crazy. I just got the regular salad because I was, you know, just fine with just the basic salad that they gave, and I did get a side of aglio olio penne. So like I think it usually comes with like tomato, but I asked if they could do aglio olio, which is like garlic and oil basically. So they did that for me. Very garlicky, so I stink right now, but it was really tasty, so that was good. But as I said, I did bring some of it home. They will give you takeout containers and even cutlery and everything, which is really nice. And obviously, if you're staying here, there are fridges in the room, which is nice, so you can keep your stuff fresh and have it either as a snack later or as a weird breakfast. Comp wise though, if you do have comps here, they do take them 2 to 1, I believe. So, you know, like for example, if you have $20, you can it'll count towards like $10. So just keep that in mind. You know, maybe if you are using comps, maybe using somewhere else at the casino floor for drinks, or maybe at Johnny Rockets or somewhere else like that, or even Nero's. Yeah, because they only take them 2 to 1. Yeah, bill wise, again, not too bad. I only got the meal, I didn't get a drink. I think my total bill was $35, which I think was again quite reasonable, $35 Canadian, which yeah, I think was quite reasonable, and of course tipped on top of that. Cody's was a little bit more because he did get a couple drinks. He got an Aperol Spritz to start, and then he got like an old fashioned afterwards, so his was a bit more. But all in all, I like Spago. You know, I am picky when it comes to Italian food, as I mentioned before. Grandfather's Italian, and tend to be a little more picky when it comes to Italian food, but I actually do think their food is pretty good. Yeah, enjoyed it, no complaints. If you're gonna go there, make a reservation. If not, you know, if there's no reservations, just try and get in. Sometimes they have accommodations, as I said, at the bar, or they can do some walk-ins, but typically for the most part that place is usually pretty busy, so I would strongly recommend making a reservation. Anyway, we kind of are just chilling after all that food. We're a little bit tired, but it's our last night, so we are gonna definitely head down to the casino probably shortly, and see if we can win back some of that money that we spent on dinner. So we will see you in the casino.
Later that same evening.
Alrighty, kids. Long day. I think we're gonna hit the sack, as they say. Get some sleep. Played a little bit tonight. I will say I've had some really bad luck here, and I mean Cody hasn't done the best here either, and it just seems bizarre because we just came back from Atlantic City, and of all the places that we play, I feel like we tend to do the best when we're there, especially the Tropicana Atlantic City. Here we've just done terrible. I don't know, I would love to know what the odds are. I'm very curious about that because they just seemed just not in our favor. But anyway, we did end up playing a few different things tonight. We played like Heidi and like the cows that we used to like to play. Again, not very nice to us. We ended up playing Buffalo for a while, and it helped redeem us a little bit. It did bring us sort of back up a little bit, but otherwise I've just done very, very badly here. And like, you know, it's, for me, I'm not expecting to walk out making a ton of money, but you know, usually you go up and down and up and down, you get a bonus, you win a few bucks, you lose a few bucks. It tends to go more like that. This time around, I just feel like it just keeps going and going and going and going. And, you know, even like bonus wise, some of the machines, like the cows, for example, I would always get just one away from getting a bonus and then not getting a bonus. And it just seemed to keep happening a lot. So I don't know. Anyway, haven't done the best though, just long story short. But like I said, we're gonna go to bed soon. Thinking of maybe checking out the pool tomorrow morning. Let's see how we feel, because I've actually never gone in the pool here. We have quickly just checked it out one time, but never actually gone in the pool. So maybe we'll do that. We'll see how we feel tomorrow morning when we get up. I know we do have an event we have to get to tomorrow night, so can't linger around too much, but we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna get some sleep. See you in the morning. Bye. Alrighty, good morning campers. It is Sunday, so we are getting ready to go home, but we are gonna go walk down by the pool first. We've visited the pool before, but never actually gone in it. So we're gonna go see, maybe hang out there for a little bit if it's not too busy. I will say, if you are staying here and you wanna hang out at the pool, I would probably stay in the Forum Tower. We are, as I said, in the Augustus Tower, and it's a little more annoying. You have to show your ID every single time you go to the casino, especially if you look a little bit younger to me. I don't think I look that young, but I'll take it. And then, yeah, the pool, as I said, is in the other building, so we're gonna have to go through the entire casino inner swim stuff. Yeah, anyway, kind of an inconvenience, but just be mindful that if you are gonna be hanging out at the pool, maybe the other tower's better for you. Anyway, let's go head over there and hang out for a bit. Alrighty, we just got back from the pool. We weren't there too long because we are checking out today. We do get late checkout, so if you are Diamond or above, you can request free late checkout. Usually, otherwise they'll charge you, I think, something like $20 extra an hour or something crazy like that. Anyway, yeah, pool's okay. Very warm water. There was a hot tub in there as well. We didn't go in there because that seemed to be the more popular thing. We didn't really feel like just sitting in a hot tub with a bunch of people. The change rooms are actually beautiful. So if you get a good towel, that's where you're gonna get that from. And yeah, there's saunas in there. There's like stuff you can like razors and shaving foam and showers and all kinds of things. Like, they were really, really nice change rooms, lockers, a bit of everything. Oh yeah, and the views are great. The views of the Detroit River are fantastic. It's crazy to see. Like, I'm looking at some of these ships and boats that are going by right now. There's some huge ones that are going by. It's just amazing that you know how big these vessels are. Anyway, we are probably gonna have a quick bite downstairs and then unfortunately pack up and get out of here. And then at that point, I'll probably give you just a quick run through of my final thoughts of our trip, the highs, the lows, everything in between. So yeah, let me have a quick shower because I'm all chloriney, and we'll talk to you in a bit. Alrighty guys, we just got back from Johnny Rockets. I think about that one for a second. I just got a very basic bagel breakfast sandwich. Didn't come with anything. I think it was like $6 or $7. Nothing fantastic, but it was, you know, filled the hole. Cody got some like 3 egg, bacon, whatever sausage thing. All in all, if you do have Diamond as well or any like status here, you can get discounts. So I think we got 10%. It was okay. Did the job. It was all right. Anyway, that is probably gonna do it. We are already past checkout time, so we definitely need to be getting out of here. Have a long drive ahead of us back to Toronto. You know, a little over, looks like it's gonna take us about 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. So hopefully I can shave some time off of that. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it. It was a really interesting trip this time. Met a lot of people who actually follow the channel, which was really cool. A couple people came up to me in the casino. So as I said before, if you do recognize me out and about, do not be shy, say hello. It's always nice to meet people who watch the videos. And if I've helped you with anything, I always love to hear that as well. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, I guess all in all, it was a good trip. I'm a little disappointed with the machines this time. I did find things felt tighter. Now, whether it was just luck of the draw, it does happen sometimes. Like I said, we did just come back from Atlantic City, where I felt we were at least up and down at you. And, you know, we did have some decent wins there. Here, I just felt like it was just constantly just feeding the machine. There was no real wins, no bonuses, nothing really happening. So kind of disappointing all in all. But again, that could just be luck. Other people we did talk to did say that they felt the same kind of way, that, you know, that was just like he said the opposite of an ATM, or no, yeah, opposite of ATM, where he just kept feeding it money. So anyway, is what it is. Still like coming here though. Rooms are really nice. It's a good vibe here. I do wish there was more things to do here, maybe more nightlife, maybe some shows or things to do. They do have the theater here, the Coliseum, which has some great acts, but unfortunately it really is a matter of if it's happening while you're here. Like I said, for us, there was nothing going on, so a little quiet. You know, we were successful with our Nexus, so that was a good reason for us to come here. At least, you know, you're really close to the border, the bridge and the tunnel, so that's convenient. But you know, it's very local though. Once you leave the casino, it does feel very local in terms of the shopping, in terms of the restaurants, things like that. So that's just, you know, I always like to compare places to like Vegas, for example, which isn't really fair in a place like this. So, you know, is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here because they're gonna be banging on this door any minute now, and like I said, long drive ahead. So if I've missed anything, you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave them below. It's really helpful to other travelers because they probably the same questions that you guys have. It's also really helpful for me because any interaction you guys have with the videos, whether you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, it all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, I ask that you please consider subscribing to the channel. It's totally free for you and really helps me keep delivering this free content to you. Once again, it's been Daniel Spotlight, Viva Windsor and Caesars and all that, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.